Um, Only one came up, I thought. That wasn't all his fault. Just with the full slide there on one of the sacks, but felt like he did well in the run and pass game. I was excited to get him back.
What do you think of Brian Robinson Jr.?
I thought he played real well too. Ran the ball really well. Completely flipped me. I went from being extremely angry with him for not taking a touchback to eating my own words and saying hell of a job. Getting past that, I don't know where he got to, but he got close to the 50, I believe. So it was a hell of a return and played real well today.
What's it like as a play caller when you finish a 9-play drive with 8 straight runs?
It's very fun. It's awesome. It's so tempting the whole time. You're like, man, can you do it again and get away with it? Maybe we should do a play action or something off of it. No, screw it. We'll just keep running it. And the guys came through, and that's one of the most enjoyable drives that you can go on when it's all run plays.
Kyle, Tatum had a 16 total tackles today. What have you seen from him? He's just flying around the field.
I mean, he knows how to play the position. He's got a good, real knack for playing football in terms of in the box and making tackles. I think he's getting better and better in the pass game. Had some big hits today. I know he got that one penalty, but from what I saw, I disagreed with it. So we'll see when we see the tape. But I can't say enough good things about Tatum today.
After that opening drive, after that touchdown drive they had, it seemed like the defense, when they came back on that second and third series, they were swarming to the ball and hitting. Was there, I guess, a message got across?
I mean, it's not like we had some big pump-up thing that we need to start hitting, but it definitely felt it more after that first drive. The first drive was a very rough one. And then, I thought it was such a big play Jordan Watkins made. I think it was like 2nd and 20. We don't make that completion there. The odds are you're not getting it on 3rd and 20 or 3rd and 15, whatever it was. So that was a huge down. And also, we were going to punt. I thought it was 4th and 2, but it moved up a little bit, half a yard. It was huge again, that sneak on the 4th down and answer. And then after that, the D was real impressive all game.
Given how much of the underneath stuff that they were throwing today, how much of the point of emphasis was tackling this weekend? What did you think of how?
I thought we did better, definitely. We definitely did better. Still looked like we missed some tackles out there. Got a little loose, especially there at the end, giving up some big plays. Wish we didn't let them get in the end zone there at the end. But I was real happy with the defense overall.
Think about 6 and 3 instead of 5 and 4. And does it change your approach at the trade deadline as far as adding?
Yeah, I think it's been the exact same, regardless of a record. We've been looking at the same all year, so nothing changes based off today.
Contributions from Keon White and Cleveland Farrell?
It seemed like they did real well. I mean, I know that big play that I saw, the one that Klee made, looked like that ball was, I don't know if it came out, but it was about to come out. But I mean, I thought our pass rush was great. Chasing around Jackson all day is such a big challenge. Guy's going to be a hell of a player. But I thought we swarmed him very well, and can't say enough good things about the D-line.
I know his rehab is the most important thing to Fred right now, but do you know how much time he's spending with Tatum every week in prepping?
No, but probably not much. He's rehabbing, and Tatum's real busy doing what we have to do.
Was George supposed to get the jet sweep on that?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Pretty bad call, though.
What was your message to the team? You guys are 6 and 3, but this division's so tough. So.
No message. Just talked about the game, told everyone how proud I was. I thought all 3 phases had a huge part in that game today. Gave them the first victory Monday of the year, so I know they were excited about that. And then we'll see them Wednesday and get back to work.
How close was Brock being active or available today and for next week?
We'll reassess it the same way we did this week. Wasn't that close to doing it. I considered it throughout the week, but I just want to make sure he gets 100% better and don't put him out there too early. Thought about it as a possible backup or emergency, but I think the more time we give him, the better.
Does that uncertainty every week where you guys say maybe he'll play, maybe he won't, do you see that affect Mac's preparation at all?
No, nothing changes Mac in that way, and it's. We're trying to ease Brock out there into practice stuff, but I mean, anytime you're dealing with this turf toe, it's something that probably won't fully go away all year. Regardless of when he comes back, he's going to always have to deal with it a little bit. And especially if the people you talk to have gone through turf toe. So it's really about just assessing when's the best time to come back that you have to deal with it the least. And it's a little bit of a tricky decision.
Is there a possibility that he'll need surgery after the season?
Not that I've been told.
Michael, did you get a chance to talk to him afterwards?
Yeah, just real quickly. He's just down, and you never know. So I said, hey, hopefully it's not the worst, but if it is, hey, it sucks for this year, but that's all it sucks for. You'll be back next year, and this won't affect you at all.
After just 10 rushing attempts last week, what impressed you the most about the running game getting going?
I mean, just I thought collectively as a team we were able to stick with it. I mean, I think last week just the amount of runs was indicative that we had the least amount of plays I think in like 40 years. So I think that affected a lot of stuff. But I thought getting the run game going today, wearing them down, and the way you get those numbers called is how you finish games. To be able to go, wear them down, get a 2-score lead, be able to stay on the field, have I think a 10-play drive, or I think 9 of the plays were run plays, something like that. So it was a huge team deal getting those run calls, and it feels very similar to Atlanta in that way.
How would you describe the shot in the arm that Mac has given you guys in the last month or so?
What's that? Sorry.
How would you describe the shot in the arm that Mac has given you guys, how much confidence he's given the team?
Oh, I just know how much confidence guys have in Brock. And then when Brock goes down, I mean, when you lose your starting quarterback, it's always tough on a team. But the way Max stepped in there, going back to New Orleans, and how he was that first game, to how he's been in practice, how he was in the offseason, Mac's been great.
Christian
The
got
last one.
more than 30 touches again. Another big game for him. I think he leads the league in that category. Is it a credit to his something that he changed in terms of his practice regimen? You mentioned kind of trying to ease him in week to week this season after maybe he wouldn't hold himself back as much in previous season. How has that maybe helped?
I think Christian's always been pretty durable. I mean, I think last year he had something that bothered him in the offseason that never fully went away. And when it finally did get better, he tore his knee on a random run versus Buffalo. So if you ask Christian, and I agree, Christian's always been a very durable player, but when you get bad injuries on stuff, then that affects guys and you miss the year. So Christian's the most conditioned, prepared athlete I've ever been around. He's such a big factor in blocking, running, passing. He's one of the best players I've ever been around. So I'd like to say he figured something out, but I mean, the guy goes as hard as he can every offseason, so there's not much more to figure out.
All right, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, you can stay close, Christian. Next.
I definitely feel like we started better as an offense. That's been the complaint for past couple weeks. So definitely want to do that as best we can, and then continue those drives too. And we really left some out there. So just got to get better.
How important was the catch Jordan made there early to kind of get you guys going this year?
It was great. Yeah, it was a hurry-up play, and as a rookie, you just have to get that communicated, to you. And I don't know, it's hard. It's tough stuff, and they were scrambling on defense, and then he just made a competitive catch. And we've worked on that. I've had some reps with him in OTAs and stuff, and we've had some of those contested catches. But really good job, strong hands, and he came up with it.
Virtually every week we hear that maybe Brock will play, maybe he won't. Like, it's very up in the air. How does that affect your preparation?
It doesn't really affect my preparation, to be honest. I've been fortunate to play both roles, starter and backup in this league, so I understand what I need to do to get ready to play, and really it's about my health and my body and just trying to get back to 100% for myself. So I know Brock's working hard, and he's done a great job every week helping me get ready, and that's all you can ask from your quarterback.
Robinson Jr. had a good game. What does he add to the offense?
Oh, he's the man. I know he's been kind of itching to get a chance, and we've talked about it. Nothing bad, but just I'm like, stay ready, dude. It's coming. Christian's just done a great job, and I was like, your day's coming. I said that last week and this week, so he's done a good job, just taking it day by day and attacking the line of scrimmage, knowing what to do. He's just more comfortable and looks like how he did in college, to be honest.
Did you know at halftime you were 14 of 14?
No. Am I supposed to?
I don't know. Did you feel like, okay, I haven't had an incompletion yet, or?
No, I never really think about it like that, to be honest. Just because it's more about are my eyes in the right spot, but that is cool. And I mean, honestly, right before half, we had a touchdown, and I just took too long and didn't step up on that fumble or whatever it was. So we really were going to score there. So I was pissed about that, but just trying to keep moving the offense down the field however we can do it. And what a great job by the offensive line with the running game and limited sacks.
Mac, you had a passer rating of 135. Is this the most confident you've felt since you've been in the league?
I'm pretty confident in myself. I think I've had my, I'm not going to say issues, but I've had my up and downs with that, and I really just stoned it down to just believing in myself and believing in Kyle and the system here, and the guys just let me be myself, which is kind of different than what I've had in the past. So I appreciate that, and it takes, I say all 33, all 11 on offense, defense, and special teams. So really just thought we had a good team win. As always, we'll watch the tape and get better, but definitely feel comfortable, and I'm not going to lose confidence in myself.
Was it your idea to get to Adrian at his first snap at the end of the game?
Yeah, there was, Kyle already took his headset off, and I'm like, go on, Adrian. So I just subbed myself out, snuck to the sideline. But I was happy. I think Adrian was going to go in either way, and they wanted him to get in there. But when they scored, you just got to get the first down with offense. So once we were taking a knee, I definitely wanted Adrian to be there, and he's just been awesome, to be honest. He's a good friend of mine. Just gotten to know him. He's been a great voice in that room, along with Brock and Rourke as well. So we got a great room.
What's the feeling around the team now that you've hit a little past the halfway point at 6-3?
Yeah, this is a big one for us, and we talked about it yesterday after practice. Just talking to the team, like this is a big one. Having played, 5 years in the NFL now, and you really have to look at this game as like a playoff game almost. And I feel like we answered the bell there. Like I said, all 1 of 33. That's what we talk about, and everyone's got to be on the same page. So we definitely answered the bell, but the challenge is don't be complacent, and we got to do it again next week. So that's the goal.
So Michael Williams go down with about 4 minutes to go. Is it just one of those things where you go, you can't just every freaking game?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the severity of it was, but I was definitely pissed. I was sitting there just getting ready to go back in, and I didn't know who it was, and I was like, oh, Michael, I hope he's okay. So just prayed for him, and I know he's, up walking around and stuff, so hopefully he's doing better, but I'm not sure. You'd have to ask him.
Anything about this turf, Mac, that's concerning?
I played on it a few times, and I just adjust my cleats if I feel like it's an issue, but I don't know. It's like I said, it's a football field, and we'll play wherever we have to play, in the parking lot or on the field.
It says you have the mentality of a tight end. Do you feel like you've been able to be yourself here more than you've been allowed to in other organizations?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I really do feel that. It's not a knock on anybody. I feel like this is a great organization that it's a lot of laid-back people, and that's more my personality, and just lets me be me. And all the guys every day, they're the same guys every day, whether we're down in a game like last week or up in a game like this week. There's the same mentality, and I really appreciate everybody from coaches to everybody. But like I said, got to keep going. It's one good week, and trying to do it again next week.
Thanks, Matt.
Cool. Thank you.
I guess, Christian, the start of the game, you guys opened with 2 touchdowns. And just, what did that kind of set the tone for you guys?
It was good. I think coming out strong is always important to us, but I think when you look at the duration of a football game, it's just important to keep emphasizing with our team just to stay emotionally sharp throughout the whole game, mentally sharp throughout the whole game, so that, you can score 7 points early and then might not get another op till fourth quarter. So it's all about just taking it one play at a time.
Christian, what was it like to get Brian Robinson more involved today?
It was awesome, man. He runs so hard, and it feels like this whole season it's just been. You could tell he's itching and might not be the way he wants it to be right now, but to have him is huge for me. It means a lot to me. He pushes me, and the way he runs. If we can continue to kind of get that flow of the game in there, man, I'm really excited. And you couldn't ask for a guy to have a better attitude to come into work every day and to have that mindset and to keep pushing. So really pumped he's in our room, and I think, it's only going to get better. So last week you guys struggled to stay on the field early in the game. The catch Watkins makes early in the game, the contested one, how much did that kind of give you guys a spark in terms of not just keeping you on the field, but getting you going? That was huge. That was huge. I think that might have been look, I kind of black out during games. I don't remember like a whole lot, but I think when you look at the tape, that might be one of the plays of the game for sure. I know it's early and a lot happened after that, but that was huge.
Mac didn't have an incompletion in the first half. Were you aware of just how hot he was?
That's awesome. I did not know that. No, that's awesome though.
Did you sense something different from him?
No, Max. He's like that every day. He's cool, calm, and collected, but competitive and fiery, and he's a great operator in the huddle. He sees it really well, and obviously can make any throw. So, we love the confidence that he plays with.
How did it feel in the fourth quarter on that run down the right sideline? You got a little stutter step and just kind of were in the open space.
It was good. Yeah, it felt good. I mean, anytime that was actually an unbelievable play by Mac, because that play wasn't initially supposed to have that happen. I think they just dropped me and forgot to cover me, and you know, I wasn't supposed to run a longer route, but I just turned, and when I turned, the ball was in the air. So, yeah, that was a huge play by him, and, you know, just after that, it's a lot of green grass.
What's the feeling around the team 6-3 now that you've hit a little past the halfway point?
It's a great feeling. You know, I think we worked really hard this week, and we had a good week of preparation and came out and wasn't perfect, and we'll correct those mistakes. But I think this team's pretty urgent right now. I think it's been good to come back from losses with big wins, but I think, you know, with this team, it's important that we take a win like this, learn from it, get better, but just continue the momentum into this next week.
That's good.
Appreciate it, guys.
Anyone else?
We're going to bring George in here.
All right, that we just heard from Mac Jones and Christian McCaffrey. And from Kyle Shanahan, Niners were victorious, bouncing back, winning 34-24, the final score at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Professor B here. We'll get you back to the Meadowlands in just a few moments.
No, it's just Sprite.
Oh, okay. I probably should have for the diet, but
I'm gonna Diet Coke instead?
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. As I was saying, okay, so I had to clear something up a little bit though with the wrong drink though, and we apologize for that. So the 49ers were winners today, 34-24 of the New York Giants. We'll get you back out to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. You're at this New York bar, you feel like it's New York, like uptown Manhattan. Niners faithful out there. Right now we're watching the band, and of course that's this, the Niners and the 49ers and the Giants were the first game of the CBS doubleheader. And this is the second game of the nightcap, second game of the day-night double between Bills, CBS and they're playing right now the New York, the Buffalo Bills that just scored the touchdown. They lead 6-0, pending on the extra point. And the extra point is up and it is good. So right now with 8 minutes to play in the first quarter, the Buffalo Bills strike first. This could be a possible preview of the AFC Championship game. Buffalo leads against the Chiefs. And of course, something we're watching here on Niners Radio 49ers Live post-game show, Professor B. We're looking live here at the East Bar here in New York. Hang out with a lot of New York Giant fans here on this Sunday afternoon. We'll get you back out to Giant Stadium in a few minutes. Seeing our post-game show. Look at the numbers. Christian McCaffrey, 20 catches for 106 yards, 5 catches for 167 yards, 173 total yards. Averaging 5.2 yards per touch, all total yards. We'll get you back out there in a few minutes, and the 49ers are victorious this afternoon, and they're going to go 6-3. Take a look around the other scores around the NFL. We'll recap for this game. We're right now at 9:46 local time here in the Bay Area. All afternoon here in the Bay Area. Take a look at other scores around. that victory back on 6-3. Well, take a look at the standings as well. This is another important game. The Niners have only now just lost. Out of their 3 losses, only one was a loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Niners are now 6-3. They still trail both the Seahawks and the Rams. If the outcome of their game, maybe the outcome of their game, the Rams have play tonight in the nation's capital. We'll take on the Washington Commanders in Landover, Maryland. Niner fans will be doing scoreboard action. We'll take a look around the NFL scoreboard for week number 9. We're now officially at the official midway point of the season. Niners won't get there. We'll have a bye week until a month from Rams right now in the first quarter. They're leading the New Orleans Saints 7-0. Hope the Rams will win today. Rams will win today. He had just a half game out of first place. Those 2 teams will battle to the showdown 1 week from today. They take on the Rams at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Kickoff time will be at 1:25 our time, and game will be on Fox. I believe Burkhardt and Brady will be on that game next week. The Fox is well ahead. We'll take a quick time out. We'll be right back. We'll get you back out to MetLife Stadium. Niners post-game pressure will continue just a minute. You're watching 3 Niners Live on Niners Radio.
Like Christian's going to get his, whatever, his reps or, his touches. But when you can give the ball to other guys and they're continually making plays and guys are selfless about it, like no one's complaining like, oh, I only got 2 targets a day. But hey, if you catch those 2 targets, you're moving on. That's a great way to have a healthy offense and a way to, hey, score. What do we have today? 34? Love it. Love 34 points.
George, Mac has talked about how he feels like he can be himself more than he has been in other places. What kind have you seen from OTAs today in terms of just how he's grown confidence-wise?
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure he's had the confidence. I think he's just, I think he's just opened up to the boys because we're a very supportive team. We're a very inclusive team. We like to do things together. We like to hang out. Mac is an honorary tight end. He just has that juice to him. He has that energy, that kind of free-flowing love. So Mac fits in perfectly with our locker room. And then all he's done is, I mean, what's his record as a starter? 5-2, right? Yeah, 5-2. Yeah, pretty good. So, you know, as long as I just want Mac to keep being Mac, and he's helping our team out tremendously. And, you know, if he feels like he gets to be himself more with us, that makes me extremely happy because, you know, that's what my goal is. I don't want guys to feel like they have to fit a certain mold. Like, yeah, our mold is high energy, high effort, play as hard as you possibly can and hit people really hard. And if Mac can just be himself out there, that's fantastic for us because when people are just allowed to be themselves, I think that's when they are at their best.
George, Kyle drew up a jet sweep to you. What were your feelings and thoughts when you were getting the ball? And do you remember the last jet sweep you had?
No, I don't remember the last jet sweep I had. It was probably like 2021. Might have been, no, I don't remember the last one. You know, it was a good look. They were actually in a weird front where they didn't even have a defensive end. And so Juice had to arc around a 5 technique who kind of picked Trent because Trent's supposed to get to the backer and he couldn't get there. So there were just a lot of people in my way and it's going to crush my average. So I don't know if I'm going to get another one of those anytime soon, which is disappointing.
At 6-3, a little past the halfway point. What's your assessment of who you guys are as a team, what you could be this year?
What could we be? I think we have a very good offense with the potential to be a great offense. We have guys that, you know, we have a veteran offense. We have guys that have played a lot of snaps together, guys who have won a lot of games together, guys who have gone through, you know, bad games together. And so I think as an offense, we're very connected. And our offense needs to score a lot of points week in and week out. That's just what it is because we have a young defense with, you know, our 2 best players are out. You know, injuries galore kind of on the defensive side. And luckily our offense has been able to continue to score points. And, you know, when we're scoring points like today, I think we're going to have a lot of success. And then when we have 12 plays in the first half, like last week, it's going to be a really tough season. So I think there's, I don't want to say pressure. I just think there's a ton of opportunity in the offense to go out there and just score a bunch of points and have a bunch of guys involved with it. So, yeah, that and, you know, Eddie P, what an absolute G. Love that guy. Gosh, he's fun. I love that guy.
What was like your first interaction with meeting Eddie? Like, were you
I mean, his locker is directly across from mine, like 10 feet away. So it was really fun to meet him. You know, great energy. Actually, I think his first day we got to sit down and have lunch together, and instantly got a great vibe off of him. And you know, I love his energy. He's fantastic. Just hype man, good vibes all the way. And he loves football too, which is pretty fun, which I really enjoy.
There was a point towards the end.
Why do you get VIP access side stage?
There was a point at the end of the third quarter.
Yep.
Music's blaring.
Yep.
Pointing to the crowd in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
How fun was that feeling for you right there?
I was pumped. I mean, K-pop Demon Hunters is a great movie. I actually got made fun of by multiple people for wanting to watch it. I was like, look, it's like the #1 streamed movie globally after like 2 days. So I got to watch it. Turns out, great movie, good plot, good storyline, character development, great music. And so they played like the #1 hit from that, was it Golden? And, you know, I got a great energy. The crowd responded well. I was like, oh, let's just have a nice little dance party, get the juices flowing, you know. The Niners faithful represented it very well. So I was pretty pumped about that. Oh, they were so good. They always are. Our road fans are just so good because a lot of the road fans, like, this is their only opportunity to see us. And so, like, they just go balls to the wall, I'll say, you know, when they're cheering out there. And it's just so fun to see them. They're just so excited to watch us play. And you can just feel that energy really throughout the entire game as long as we give them something to cheer about.
Couple more. Anything? Last time you guys were here, there was a lot said about the turf, given the injuries, the knees especially. What was it like out there today?
This was actually this was the last game I've ever not played in. So it was my first experience on the turf, really. I'll say I think it's significantly better than it was in 2020 because it's all packed down and people have been playing on it. My only issue with it is, like, when someone's field is like the butt of a joke throughout all of social media constantly, like on every NFL meme page, all that stuff, like everybody jokes about how bad it is. I feel like at that point, you know, someone should just take a look at it and, you know, let's not make it no NFL field should be the butt of a joke ever. I feel like all fields should have a level of safety to it. I just don't get, like, why there's not a standard for, hey, you got to pick between 1 or 2 turfs. There shouldn't be 12 different turfs and
12 different grass fields and then a couple guys have the same things. I just think that's weird because most other sports, it's not like basketball players play on different hardwood. That's all the same. Soccer players in Europe all play on really nice grass. So that's just weird to me. But that's really way above my pay grade. I don't make the money to make those decisions, but I'd love to. You guys ever eat at Bellato's in New York? I'm just wearing the shirt right now. That's what my shirt says. It's a fantastic Italian restaurant. They actually delivered food to me and Juice last night, just absolute stallions. Little chicken parm, so they kind of fueled the run game. I will say that. McCaffrey was very jealous he didn't get any, but he gets touches. So what? It's above our pay grade. That it is. Well, you could go there. It's not that expensive. Bellato's? Yeah. Established 1956, says it right on my shirt.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, Chef Anthony. You can see Mario at the door too. Great guy. Great guy. Anything else? Have you guys seen the movie Primitive War? Did you guys see anything about this? It's a Vietnam War movie with dinosaurs in it. Absolutely outrageous. Jeremy Piven for Ari Gold from Entourage is like the main guy, and it is like these soldiers get dropped in because like Green Berets go missing. And it's like some Russian scientist has accidentally created dinosaurs again. And it's like these, I mean, it's like thousands of dinosaurs just wreaking havoc, eating people. And it is so outrageously awesome. I mean, there's like, the ending scene is like 10 guys. It's a documentary. But there's like at one scene at the very end, there's like a helicopter scene. They're all standing in front of the helicopter. They all are just like shooting like large machine guns, light machine guns. And there's like 1,000 dinosaurs rushing at them. And it's just absolutely great cinema. I highly suggest it for the flight home. It inspired me for this game. I had a great time. I know. That's why. You didn't know about that? It's crazy conspiracy theories out here, man. Goodness gracious. All right. See you guys.
All right, I think that's going to be it from. That's going to be it. That was the video. The video is courtesy from 49ers.com. Check them out all the time. Check them out, 49ers.com for the video feed. So, the 49ers was winners this afternoon by a score of 34-24. We're now at 1:50, 10 minutes before the top of the 1:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 10 minutes before the top of the hour of 2 o'clock. Professor B here at Aces Bar here in San Francisco. Actually, in the non-hill district, right after that corner, district here in San Francisco. Welcome to You're Looking Live and watching the 49ers live postgame show on Nashville a big victory this afternoon in the early game, the early win that we saw from our friends at CBS by a score of 34-4. And we are going to take a look around the NFL week number 9th week of this NFL season. But we will take a look at the we really want to start it off we're going to kick it off with the score. So we'll take a look. So we got the getting ready to do the recap. We'll recap the game first, and then after that, we will. So we give here is the stats of the game. Give you a quick cut as we're now at 1:53. We're now at 7 minutes before the top of the hour of 2 o'clock. Yards a 15-yard pass from Jackson Dart, 7-0 in favor of the New York Giants. Then the Niners responded. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard pass from Mac Jones. The extra point is good and made it 7-7. Then the second quarter, James with 11-yard touchdown reception from Mac Jones and made it 14-7. And Pinero pulled a 54-yard field goal. San Francisco had 4 play, minutes 30 seconds. 17-7, the Niners wins in the intermission at halftime. In the 13th quarter, Pinero pulled the 33-yard field goal. 13 plays, 46 yards. Sustained that drive of 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Then it was Garner with a 22-yard field goal and made it 20-10. Niners still with a 2-possession game. Then in the fourth quarter, it was Brian Robinson's 18-yard run, and it set up Pinero's third kick. Field goal was 27-10 in favor of the 49ers. Then Jackson Dart's 6-yard run, and it made it 17-7. McCaffrey's 3-yard touchdown run and the extra point made it 34-17, and then Olowinski passes Dart and made it 34-24 the final score. Take a look at the final stats of the game. The Niners dominated the game. They had 65 plays, 380 total yards of total offense. 300 total yards of offense on 65 plays. 380 yards, 65 plays. The Niners held the Giants to just. They held the G-Man to just. They had 56 plays. 296 yards on 56 plays. Niners had 1 turnover. Niners were penalized 6 times. Giants were 5 times. Niners throw down the 56. Giants 5. Niners were 1 for 1. 4th down efficiency. Niners threw the ball 100. The Giants 179. Time of possession for the 49ers, 33 minutes. 33 minutes and 11 seconds. The Giants 26 minutes and 49 seconds was the total right there. stats right there. Team stats coming out. Player stats. Mac Jones was 19 24, threw for 235 yards through 2 touchdown passes. He threw one to CMC, threw another one to Juan Jennings. And Christian McCaffrey had 28 carries, 106 yards rushing, a touchdown. In the top 5 balls for 67 yards. McCaffrey put an egg. McCaffrey had a total. McCaffrey 173 yards from scrimmage. He averaged 33 touches, 173 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then for the Giants, Jackson Dart, he ended up 34-33, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns. He rushed 8 times for 56. Leading receiver for the G-Men, the Giants, Darius Slayton, 14, 5 catches for 62 yards. Ryan Robinson for the 49ers, 5 carries for 53 yards, averaged 10.6 yards. Mac Jones, 4. McCaffrey, and then with Juan James, 4 catches for 41 yards, he averaged 10.3 yards. Kendrick Bourne, 2 catches for 34 yards, averaging 17 yards. George Kittle, 4 calls, caught for 32 yards. He did get a jet sweep motion. Kittle, he got 1 carry for a total of a -3, a -3. And then Luke Burrell, 1 catch for 9 yards. Kyle Juszczyk, 1 catch for 12 yards. So then on defense, it was Tatum Bethune. I apologize for a minute. Just trying to get some stats. Okay, so here we go. Bethune and team tackles. Dave Winters had 2 tackles, 3 assists. Giant Roy had 2. then Nate Gennaro, 4 for 2 for 2 in this game. So far for Nate Gennaro, he's a perfect 17 for the 20-year-old. He's in his 8th year in the NFL. So that's how it was from today. So we're going to take this quick timeout. Take this quick timeout, then we'll give you a quick update about week number 9 in the NFL score break. Recap all the early games, give you updates on all the late games for currently in progress. Brian Professor Davis, you're looking live here at the New York Aces Bar here in San Francisco. Here right on the corner of the Tennessee Knob Hill District here in San Francisco. We'll be right back. we're right back here on Niners Radio 49. You're watching 49ers postgame live with yours truly, Professor B, on Niners Radio 49. We're here, in case you just missed it, the game ended a little more than an hour ago. The Niners victorious, prevailing over the New York Football Giants. A rivalry renewed. They winners today by a score of 34-24. The Niners improved their record to with the win. They go to 6-3 at the halfway mark, while the New York Giants fall to 2-7. And now we're going to get ready to check out our scoreboard right now as we continue on the 10th. And right now the Niners are getting no love by the New Orleans Saints. The Rams all over the Saints, 20-3. With 6:20 left to play in the first half down at SoFi Stadium down in Inglewood. Niners in the Rams showdown for first place 1 week from today, next week. Jaguars and the Raiders, no score, and they're getting towards at the first half. A defensive battle down there in Vegas. And then it's the Chiefs just got a field goal with 9:27 left to play in the first half. It's 10-7 Kansas City against the Buffalo Bills. And in other scores early in the day, it was the Bears in a shootout over the Bengals, 47-42. The Vikings over the Detroit Lions, 27-24 in Motown in Detroit. The Panthers starting the upset over the Green Bay Packers, 16-13. The Panthers will come out here to the Bay Area to play your 49ers it would be, I believe, it would be 3 weeks from tomorrow night. They'll come out here to play the 49ers on Monday Night Football. Denver Broncos over the Texans in a defensive battle, 18-15, maybe perhaps the two best defenses in all of football. The Patriots equal out over the Falcons 24-23. Niners, of course, beat the Giants 34-24. Steelers over the Colts 27-20. The Chargers over the Titans 27-20. And then, of course, the Sunday night game will be, Sunday night football will be the Sunday night football this week will be the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders playing in the nation's capital. Commanders are wearing their Super Bowl jersey throwback jerseys from the Joe Gibbs Redskins Super Bowl era tonight, and then the Cardinals will take on the Dallas Cowboys for Monday Night Football. That'll be tomorrow night. And then the Philadelphia Eagles and the other teams have their bye week as well. So, and then Mike, Professor B's game ball of the day, we're going to give it to Christian McCaffrey. He gets a game ball. He had 173 all-purpose yards, 28 carries, 106 yards, caught 5 balls for 67. He had 2 touchdowns, and that was that. And it's a reminder coming up, a little program, the Niners Radio 49 will be on the air Tuesday. We're going to come on a little bit early, a special edition of 49ers Live, a special Tuesday edition, a special edition with the NFL training deadline. We'll give you all the updates of what's going on around the league, the latest training deadline. The training deadline ends at 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Let's see what the Niners are going to do to add. Well, they're going to add another pass rush. So we'll have all the updates and so much more on Tuesday. And that's going to do it for now. We're going to wrap it up here at the Aces New York Bar here in San Francisco. Niners are winners again this afternoon by a score of 34-28. And they improved to 6-3. The Giants dropped to 2-7. And if you boys want to come on, check pick up all the latest content from youtube.com/JetNinersRadio49. Please click the subscribe button. We're trying to get many viewers and continue to build this thing, and it's doing very well. So a program reminder, tomorrow we'll have 49ers Live, 49ers Monday Night Live, the aftermath. It will be a Victory Monday, of course. We do that every Monday night after following Monday Night Football. We'll recap the game. We'll hear from Kyle Shanahan's conference call tomorrow evening, right after Monday Night Football. We'll go on the air about approximately 8:30 or immediately following the Dallas Cowboys Cardinals game. And then we'll have a special edition of 49ers Live, the trade deadline edition coming up on Tuesday. Trade deadline will be at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then it will be 4 o'clock Eastern. We'll see what the Niners are going to do at the trade deadline, and then after that, then we'll have a regular 49ers Live with preview this week, and this week, Rams week, Niners and Rams. Kickoff time will be next Sunday, 1 week from today, 1:25 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be on Fox. And I believe the number 2 team, the number 1 team, Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady will be giving you play-by action. You'll also see the action between Niners Radio, Niners Radio Network, US Bank Niners Radio Network as well. So that's going to do it for now. We're getting ready. Professor B checking out. All the latest on the 49ers, go to 49ers.com. And in case you missed this podcast, check us up on youtube.com/@ Niners Radio 49, and always click the subscribe button. That's it for now. Professor B signing off. It's Silver. Thank you for watching 49ers Live post-game show with yours truly, the Professor, on Niners Radio 49. 49ers post-game live on Niners Radio 49 is an exclusive presentation on the Satellite Digital News Network. Every team has a fan. Every fan has a voice. The network moves champions. 49ers football. Thank you to the Bay. Enjoy your pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Go to!